For all things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and I know a lot of you guys and gals have been asking me about more footage of Port Chum. Thank you for all your kind words and your compliments. I'm really happy about the haunt this year. It's a different thing for me. I've done haunted houses all my life, but a haunted hayride is different, and I'm happy that the results were what they were. I'm going to give you another overview as we set stuff up for our... I'm going to give you a final overview of the daylight portion as we set up for the final weekend. We do have Halloween, but this is the last of the weekends. Halloween's on a Tuesday. Not sure how it will play out on Halloween itself, but that'll be interesting. So I'm just getting stuff out here, and we will be good to go for another spooky evening. And here we are, doing a daylight walkthrough of Port Chum. Two things. One, it's much spookier at night. And two, obviously, as I just said, it's a walkthrough. It's not the ride experience. The ride is where it's at. However, my fog machine will be covered up. Got the fish chum buckets right here. Got the nautical netting up top. And then have the lantern on the fish crates. And then have two bodies on the dock about to be loaded into Port Chum. Over here we actually have a QR code where it can take you to the playlist that you're currently on. You have the bait and tackle sign, have some creepy stuff in the window, gonna have the candle lit in there. And then we have some fish crates. I gotta move the speaker. Actually, I'm gonna take that with me. And Maniac here. Now here's the unit itself. As you can see, it is all prepped and ready to go. And over here is the limb-eating zombie boy. Just kind of chilling. I haven't been turning him on, but he has just been a creepy prop there. And there's no shame in having creepy props. Right here with a green light is the Port Chum sign, in addition to our not-so-friendly fisherman who is waiting to greet our guests as they enter the port. And then we have our other fisherman friend who his adapter actually got ran over. But honestly, I've been using him as a static for a couple nights and he is just as creepy. And I have the lantern right here that casts, using the lantern in that light, actually casts a pretty creepy glow on his shack. I'm gonna set this speaker right here for now. And we will continue our little scenic walking tour looking at the nice view of the bay. Gotta take this chum bucket out. As a matter of fact, see, these are the final little prep things we have to do as we get into place. There we have the chum bucket and our dead mermaid friend. The tree, which actually has a very creepy yet beautiful look in this bright blue light chilling over here. Very creepy tree. Here, of course, is our friend, the Death Stalker. And there's that big, bright light. As you can see, the ambiance out here really writes itself, which is nice. See the towers back there. There's a lot of potential for other hay rides, because obviously this year I'm incorporating it with the water, but you also have a bridge over there, the towers, the warehouse. There are a lot of thematic elements for different hay rides in this same location. Here we are at the Churn Canning Company sign, Chum in, Chum out, with our friend Gilbert. Make sure to like for good luck from Gilbert. And then here, of course, is our friend, the Bog Zombie, whom I will go on record and say is one of the most durable animatronics that I own. All of these other guys have been giving me problems here and there with falling apart and different things. He has been perfect from the start. And I know he's a newer prop, where some of these guys are a bit older, but just have to shout him out regardless. And then finally, up here, is our deep sea diver friend, aka flesh-eating zombie in a costume. But you know what? He just looks so darn creepy. And right up here, we're getting to the warehouse portion, kind of the Churn Canning Company warehouse. Now, this isn't our warehouse, so I'm not really doing much to it. But in the future, it would be nice to get a further cord out here and get some lights on it to add to the spooky ambiance. But then they do a little U-ey around here and they head back through Port Chum. Ooh. And as you can probably hear, the Port Chum music is on, as is the circus over there run by Jaden's Videos. And Wyckoff's haunted house is right over there as well. So we got everything booting up. We're a little more than half an hour away from opening. Got my green light here on Mr. Twilight Twitcher. Got, of course, the lantern turned on with this flame licking light just behind. And as we come up here, you can see the hanging mermaid. And you can probably hear some of my other creeps, like our friend Deathstalker. There he is. And then down here, we have Bog Zombie. Though I can't hear him as loudly as before. Might have to turn him up a bit. As you can see, the sun is beginning to set very slowly, but we'll get there. And then as soon as it gets dark, Port Chum is open. Can you dig it? Because I can. Oh, and look, see the light flip. See, this is why you always gotta check. Always gotta check stuff. There's Bog. Let's see, Bog Zombie. Do I need to turn you up? There we go. And this light. This would be a little more that way. This one a little more that way. Here, let's do that. They don't look bright now, but trust me, it gets so pitch black out here that they're really bright. All right, we're good. And here we are, back at Port Chum. As you can see, the music's really loud, but this is how it operates during haunt hours. Got my fog machine under the fish crates. Got, of course, our lovely corpses and our lovely buckets of chum. Tonight, I actually was jumping up here. I had one lady so bad that she fell on the ground. That was pretty fun. That's the queue. And now we are heading back. Back in Port Chum. I'm gonna steal your flashlight. Thanks, octopus lady. As you can see, we have our friend, the zombie fisherman at night. Looks a little spookier at night. Doesn't everything. And we have our Port Churn sign. Seems like it fell, kinda. I'll have to fix that for tomorrow. But there it is. Now we are heading in. You have our lantern here. Oh, for some reason this got unplugged. Let's find the source. Maybe it got buried in the dirt. Maybe not. Well, oh, it got pulled out maybe. Oh. And here we have our friend, the Deathstalker. Currently unplugged, but he's chilling out here. You can see his little lighting setup. You can also see the mermaid down there. And look at the beautiful lighting on that tree. It's kind of hard to see on video, but trust me, in person, it is really something special. Now, we have a decent way to walk. You can see I still have my raincoat on, so we just finished on our 6th night of operation. We're coming up here to the billboard with the creepy flickering light. Oh, snap. And here we have the octopus squid character. Take a look at those tentacles. They've been freaking people out. We actually went back and added some tactile stuff so it'd really get on you. Thank you, squid person. Here's the Churn Canning Company sign. And then down here, as you can see, it's really dark. You have the little stalks on the side. Really great. You know, the ambiance, whatever, kind of writes itself out here. And we're coming up now on our deep sea diver. There he is. Look at him. Really looks like a person, but it's just a prop. And then now here's the turnaround area. Check out the building. Check out the trailer. And there's the water's edge. And up here you can see this bush. And oh my gosh, there is the giant sea monster. Really, the video doesn't do it justice. He is really big. He's like 10 feet tall. Take a look at him. That is super creepy. That's great. And that is where they turn around and then they go back the way they came on Port Chum.